Like, is this just a video game of the past, or what even is that? Like those Xbox or those PS5? A goal. So for the first 5 days, piece of chocolate whenever I don't want it, whenever I feel full. And I'm continuing with my daily workouts, by the way, push-ups and squats. Hello guys, it is 4:06 p.m. It is very late, I am sorry, but I start this out with a trip to the fitness center. To be honest, who really thought that I went missing, right? There's nowhere for me to go. Not like I'm hiding in a cave. What time are we in? 4000 BC? I even feel crazy to say that. Like, is this just a video game of the past, or what even is that? Like those Xbox or those PS5 games, or some totally random illustrations, but that's not the point. There are times I'm late. Right, back into it again, already 5 minutes into my jog, and last week it has actually been a bit slow for me, sticking out my fitness, but also, like I said, I feel asleep when people in traffic put me to sleep, and that's easy to say that they're asleep. So when they're asleep, I fall asleep, and I just really hate it. But I actually am planning a goal. So for the first 5 days of June, in all of them, I am planning to come to the fitness center and do at least a 45-minute workout. I will specify it more in the days to come, but what's for sure is that on June 5th, I will spend extra time doing workouts. But here's one awkward thing. These things haven't even started yet. The treadmills that I set up earlier this month. Not complaining about it, but what will be the point for those people that will have newly come to the fitness center by the time that the summer season approaches the end, which I will come back here at that point in time. But yeah, this should come in place as soon as possible. Now, as I'm just about to finish up with this, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That summarizes a workout for today. 13 minutes and 4 equipments. So that's the end of 52 minutes for today. It's today that I wanted to get back in form. It is another very bouncy day at the outdoor pool. Not as much as Sunday though, but it's been a good one. And I've been thinking of this over and over in my head, because sometimes I get really mad when others offer me, a pack of Haribos or a piece of chocolate whenever I don't want it, whenever I feel full and overweight in that kind of situation. So I just leave it till some other time, or I just don't really care about it. And it's also the fact that over the summer it becomes a bit difficult to deal with it. That's when you're going on vacations and you party a lot, eat a lot, and things like that. And that does make it a bit difficult to control your weight. When this happened with me before, it also happened at the time that SARS hit and we were locked at home, all of that. A few weeks ago, they had finally put an end to the public health emergency of it. But this summer, yes, I'm continuing with my daily workouts, by the way, push-ups and squats, etc. Just got out of the club. Well, see you Lifetime Athletic. See you hopefully on Friday. But I do have a plan for this summer. The first day that I go back to drum practice, at the end of the lesson, I will go to the fitness center, and throughout the time that I will be in my own, on my loft, whenever it's one of those days, I will take at least 10,000 steps throughout the day, like I did at the end of March, right? So that it could actually be a bit more worth to control your concentration when, like, if you're on a diet, for example, right? Like, if you're trying the weight loss challenge, then it's actually a really, really good way to keep balance. I talked about this before, but I am actually going to specify my summer plan a bit more now. So when it's a day that I will be at my mom's house, on every single full day, I will head to Mars Athletic Club and do my workout accordingly. Now it's towards the end of May, so summertime is approaching, and also it's that season that I need to put myself a minimum time limit, like I done in the last 2 years whenever I would go to the fitness center, such as putting myself a minimum of 15 minutes on each exercise, jogging, treadmill, anything really, bike. And I would have to be more consistent about it. So I do have a plan that on the day that we're on vacations, except for when we go there or when we come back, then my target is to take at least 10,000 steps on every full day while on holiday. And also when I'm gonna do like I did last year. Throughout the summer, I am going to put a step count, and the only difference is that on a certain day that I go to the gym, I am going to predict a step count ending digit, and if I get it correctly, then I will do it the minimum amount of time. But I'm only going to do this like once a week. I'm not going to do it every day. Like mainly I could do at least 15 minutes on one exercise. But this time I'm going to challenge myself even more. Like if I'm doing a workout of 15 minutes on 3 equipments normally, and on one of the days I may end up having to do extra workout. That happens sometimes. And I did set myself a challenge like that once. But I am going to do this on a weekly basis, starting from the week of Father's Day. You remember last year when I set myself a challenge such as having to drink a cold bottle of water in the maximum of 70 seconds, or have a plate of 10 carrots in maximum of 60 seconds, right? Things like that. Like if I predict the ending digits of my step count wrong. What I'm going to do this year is, like in the event that on a certain day I predict the ending digits of a step count wrong, then on the first fitness session of the following week, I may end up having to do more workouts. So I'm actually going to challenge myself even more here. Not saying I'm going to go on a diet, but my plan is to only have 2 fast food restaurants a week and no more. So every time that, in the evening when I go out for a fast food night, then I will make a big walk afterwards. Because last year it seemed to have worked when I did that. At the time that I came back to Turkey for the summer season, and I have been taking these long evening walks whenever I would have food from a fast food restaurant, and that seemed to work. Then I actually want this one to work, very honestly, and I'm going to make another goal in which between the 14th and the 23rd of June, just assume that my first drum lesson is going to be on June the 14th. Haven't made it officially yet, but in the coming days we'll confirm it. But throughout this period, on at least 6 of the days, I am going to head to Mars Athletic Club. And I'm going to make that my biggest goal for the month June. That's going to be it for today's vlog, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you also for understanding, because I do have such a plan for the summer. I am actually planning to continue with what I couldn't finish around 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I started a fitness program in which helped a lot, but when SARS hit, it all came to a halt, and it got me stress eating a lot, so that's why I had to pause there. But I'm actually going to do something like that again. See you guys in the vlog tomorrow.